Okay, so in this video we're going to be looking at the US education in the 1950s, and in particular we're going to be focusing on segregation, which came about due to the Jim Crow laws, which basically segregated, amongst other things, schools between African American and white students in many of the southern and border states of the United States. Now, a lot of the southern states and border states argued that they were separate but equal in terms that they gave the African American students the same opportunities as the white students, but this was not true. Now, the two main challenges we're going to look at are Brown versus Board of Education, which is from 1954, and 3 years later, the events of 1957 in Little Rock, Arkansas. So, first of all, we're going to start with Brown versus Board of Education. So, this is in Topeka, Kansas, and the National Association for the Advancement of Coloured People, or the NAACP, took to court the education system in Topeka, Kansas, on behalf of a girl called Linda Brown. Now, she had a long and quite dangerous journey to get to school, whereas she could have gone to a much closer school, which was white students only. Now, the NAACP took this to court, to the Supreme Court of the United States, and Chief Justice Earl Warren, the man we can see there on the screen, in May 1954 said that schools could not be separate as well as equal, and that he ordered the southern and border states to set up integrated schools. Okay, so that was 1954. Now, 3 years later, in 1957, in Arkansas, schools were still not integrated. So, despite what Earl Warren had said in 1954, they're still not integrated 3 years later. Now, the Supreme Court, again involved in this, ordered that the 9 African American students should be allowed to attend a white high school in Little Rock. Now, Orville Faubus, who was the governor of Arkansas at this time, ordered his soldiers to stop these students from attending because he said he wouldn't be able to guarantee their safety. Now, this carried on for a little while until President Eisenhower ordered federal soldiers, so those directly controlled by the federal government rather than state government, to be in Arkansas and guarantee that those 9 students could attend that school. You can see there on the pictures. In fact, those federal troops had to stay for 9 weeks in total. But again, both of these steps, so these two that we've looked at, are ways that in the 1950s, this segregated school system was challenged, and the impact of the Supreme Court and the government in that. Okay, thank you.